Welcome to Marketplace with Charles, brought to you by Art of Skin Care. Art of Skin Care, the company that brings out the beauty in you, as well as Kuisa Lodge, situated at the heart of Mabalingwa Nature Reserve, where dreams do come true. I am Charles Ngobeni, standing at the swimming pool deck of Kuisa Lodge. Well, as you know, on Marketplace we aim to empower and equip you with the right tools that you need to move closer to you achieving your entrepreneurial dreams. Each week we'll bring you insights from experts in different fields of business, from men and women of faith. This week, we are going to play you a clip recorded earlier during my great book launch, Unlocking the Success Code. Enjoy the clip recorded earlier by my father, Philip Gezani Hlungwani.
I present to you today something that was downloaded to me on Tuesday morning. And I call it, there are many that hear the voice. I call it the voice of greatness. At times in this life, ladies and gentlemen, power, talent, education, potential, and even good background means nothing until you hear the voice of greatness calling you to greatness and success. And there are many who hear the voice calling and heed it. Those who hear the voice of greatness calling cannot resist it because its rewards are tempting and glory brighter than diamond. Limbs or no limbs, they crawl till they get to the top of the hill of success and greatness. After all, once you hear the voice of greatness, you rise to a higher level of operation in your life. Blind or sighted, they move forward as if drawn by a great magnet of greatness. They defy their poor backgrounds and lack of educational qualifications and march on, driven by the voice of greatness, pulled by passion to be the best of all times. They become unstoppable. There are many that hear the voice of greatness. They never studied history, nor Shakespeare, but theirs will be history for those on the sidelines and those to come. Baby Jake Matlala, Joe Monsono, Charles Ngobeni, Mos Mashamaide, Jake Hlungwani, my son, like father, like son, Masingita Masunga, Iron Mike Tyson. All of them hear the same voice of greatness. And many of them come from villages and slums, others from cities and towns, some with good, others with poor backgrounds. There are both learned and illiterate among them, religious and non-religious, high class and no class, children, adults, whole and maimed. There are many that hear the voice of greatness whispering into their ears, you are born free. Don't imprison yourself in prisons of wax and wool. You're not born free because you are born after 1994. You are born free because you are born with a mind and a soul free from the shackles and chains of this life. You are 99.9% your father's child and 100% child of God. You cannot afford not to be great. Greatness is your nature. Greatness is your color. Greatness is in your blood. You do not become great because you do great works. You do great works because you are great. Greatness attracts greatness. Greatness releases greatness. There are many who hear the voice of greatness calling, speaking in the darkest hours of the night. They are great that change their lives. Those who realize that there is greatness within them, though surrounded by filth, covered in shame, failure after failure, greatness lies intact within them. They change their lives, and with their changed lives, they change their world. These know that greatness within is greater than filth and failure without. They know that the enemy without cannot overshadow the greatness within them. They refuse to sit down and let filth, shame, failure, rejection, and religion overshadow the greatness within them. There are many who hear the voice of greatness calling. Greatness is not what you do, but who you are. It is not in your works, but in your heart. Greatness never dies. Leonardo da Vinci's paintings today makes millions, long after the great Leonardo is dead and buried. Yes, greatness is unforgettable and priceless. It has no expiry date attached to it. Don't you be amazed one day if in your sleep you dream of a bigger you, a better you, a richer you, a faster you, even a wiser you. Guess what? You just met yourself. There are many who hear the voice of greatness calling. It is not in the color of your skin, nor size of your stature. It is not in your background nor bloodline. It is not in your qualifications and or position. Greatness is in your heart and soul, and it is not transferable. Greatness is not for special people. Greatness makes everybody special. You are great. That is why you are born. You are not born a great man. You are a great man. That is why you are born. Education doesn't make one great. You are great. That is why you obtain education. Wealth cannot make you great. It follows you. All because you are great. There are many that hear the voice of greatness calling, saying to them in their broken state, don't you throw away your broken pieces. It is, yes, unnatural for any man to break down into useless pieces and end up thrown into the rubbish bin of life. Yes, it is unnatural because man is made to be unbreakable, unbendable. Man is made with the same material that makes God God. You are not meant to fail. You are above failure. However, we do break down in this life. How? I cannot tell. I know that I broke down more than 61 times in my life, once each year. Every time I broke down, it was religion. Every time I broke down, I refused to go down into the rubbish bin of life, but picked up each piece of myself and found the God quality of life within. Put it back together, and it was so easy to have it remolded and reinvented into a new model. How easy it is to remold and reinvent the broken. Don't you dare throw away your broken pieces. There is life in each and every one of them. Your broken pieces are well positioned for remodeling into the greatness within. Do a recycling of yourself, reinvention of yourself, and remolding into that great one that is already residing on the inside of you. There are many who hear the voice of greatness calling. The world is painted in the colors of the choices of great people. The sky is full of their penciled dreams, and the sand covered with the footprints of great men. It's time you make your mark. You don't make great choices because life is favorable. You make great choices to make life favorable to you. You don't wait for the sunrise in order to make great choices. You make great choices to force the sun to rise upon your darkest hour of your life. Great choices move the world round and round. The world have no choice but to follow the choice of those who make great choices. Great people are not afraid to make great choices. The choice you make today determine the road and future you will live in. Robert Mugabe made a great choice on Tuesday. When he resigned from his 37 years of being a president, the choice he made in his room, in his house, moved Zimbabwe. I saw Zimbabweans all over the world dancing because of one man's choice inside his bedroom. I nearly said, Amanda! And the rand changed, and the politics changed, and the whole world turned around because of Robert Gabriel Mugabe's choice in his house. Please note, to choose is very much personal, but a great choice will move the whole world around you. Make great choices and impact your world and your life greatly. No person will arrest you and prosecute you for making great choices. Choose to change your life. Choose to change your world. Choose to change other people's. Choose to be great because you are. Choose to do great things because that is your territory. Choose big. Choose great. Follow your heart. No prosecution for great choices. There are many who hear the voice of greatness saying to them, count what you have and dare to succeed. Stop counting what you do not have, because you will be imprisoned and grounded forever in your life. Count what you have and dare to succeed. You have yourself. You and you are unbeatable. You have time. Time comes in the same amount to all of us. And time is the only commodity that any man, anywhere, anytime can exchange for anything that you want in his life. Opportunities are there. You've got people, you've got land, you've got church, you've got God, you've got heaven, you've got angels, those powerful, invincible bodyguards that come without any invoice. You alone, worth more than all the wealth of Africa combined. You don't need anything to be great. You are great enough to attract everything in your life. There are many that hear the voice of greatness calling, whispering to them, how dare live another day without wealth and riches in your hands. When the riches of the world is registered in your name, why want to spend in heaven what is meant for your earthly well-being? You are born to create wealth, not up in heaven, down here on the earth. You are born to make money. You are God-powered to create wealth. God cannot empower you to create wealth and then condemn you when you create a lot of it. Never apologize for making millions. No, zillions. Zillions is my word, as millions is Elizabeth's word. Zillions, the last letter Z. More than billion. I'm trying to beat Pastor Charles. Never apologize for making zillions. Rather apologize that you started late to create, to collect, and to gather your own. There are many that hear the voice of greatness calling, admonishing them. Why are you comfortable in mediocrity? Do not be like the rest. You cannot be like them. Better be like God, because you are made in His image and likeness. Don't stop with what they have. It is not the measure of what you must have. You have all what is in God's hands. You are as rich as your Father God. Can I tell you something? I want to hear a yay. Yes. That's not loud enough. Yes. With a clenched fist. Can I tell you something? In the kingdom of God, you are a registered billionaire. You aren't mediocre. You cannot be mediocre. You must not be mediocre. How can God greatness be mediocre? There are many that hear the voice of greatness calling. Who cherishes Europe or America? There are many Europeans in Africa than Africans in Europe. There must be something in Africa that make Europeans want to stay forever, that Africans are not aware of. The whole world is here. Asia is here. America is here. Europe is here. I don't know where India is, but it's also here. Maybe you cherish America and Europe because it's overseas. You're not aware that, yes, Europe is overseas to Africa as Africa is overseas to Europe. Everyone is as great as the country of his birth. And Africa is one of the greatest, biggest continent of the world. You are as great as Africa. You have no choice. I don't care where you come from. I don't care who your mother is. I don't care what status you are. You are as great as the country of birth. I am an African. I am born from the heart and the nerve center of Africa. I cannot afford not to be great because Africa is great. There are many that hear the voice of greatness calling. Normal people cannot change the world. Normal people cannot change the world. Normal never interrogates circumstances. Normal cannot initiate change. Normal does not conduct research. Normal surrenders in the presence of danger and challenges. Normal cannot dream above ordinary. Normal travel the road even if those who travel the same road never got there. Whatever you do normally will forever yield normal results, even if you do it 1,000,000 times. Normal is mediocre. Normal is stupid. Normal is foolish. Normal people cannot change the world. Jesus was not normal. Moses was not normal. Mandela was not normal. Mugabe was not normal. And Charles is not normal. And I don't think I'm normal either. I am abnormal, not abnormal. There are many who hear the voice of greatness calling, what are you doing? Doing nothing. What are you doing? Doing nothing. You are doing nothing if you are not following your dreams. You are doing nothing if it's not your passion. You are doing nothing if all you do is being employed. You are doing nothing if you do nothing with your academic achievement. You are doing nothing if all you know is what others wrote but never write your own. You are doing nothing if you do it normally. You are doing nothing if you are not changing your other people's lives. You are doing nothing if all you do is for yourself. You are doing nothing if you do it alone and not with them, for that will leave you without a legacy in this life. You are doing nothing if you are not creating wealth, zillions. You are doing nothing if you are not dreaming great dreams. You are doing nothing if you are not following your great plans. You are doing nothing if you are not doing it big, very big. What are you doing? Doing nothing. There are many that hear the voice of greatness calling, saying to them, religion is the first and the last chain and prison to be broken upon you. God gave, but religion taketh away. Before the great one within you graced this planet, free yourself from religion, lest you move around a mountain of despair till eternity calls. God does not give birth to dwarfs. Only religion will downsize you to a dwarf. And be happy that you are a dwarf. You don't dream, you don't think, you don't create, you go nowhere. You are a servant forever. Aren't you not aware that employment is modern day slavery? God breaks down all prisons, but religion will re-erect them around you and bring you in and imprison you and watch you cry and clap hands and say God is moving, but it's only moving you to tears. God defearizes. Religion fearizes you so that you kindly keep yourself within yourself and never see the dawn of life. There are many that hear the voice of greatness saying, you are the only flower that blossoms everywhere. You have in you flowers to make your world and that of others beautiful. You are the only flower that grows in all types of soil. You are the only flower that knows no season. You are the only flower that glows all year long. You are the only flower that has no thorns in it but roses. You are the only flower that has all types of flowers in one. Beloved great flower of the earth, blossom and blossom again. Finally, There are many that hear the voice of greatness calling, saying, there are 3 dangerous allergies to greatness. These have kept greatness in prison in many people's lives. No, they are not 3, they are 5, maybe 6. Anger, strife, grudges, offenses, quarrels. But the most dangerous allergy to greatness and success is none other but yourself. Never engage in the 5. Greatness and success is too allergic to it. These will disable greatness and make it void within your heart. Hire cruel bodyguards to guard you against yourself, because you are the nearest dangerous allergy to your greatness. Fare you well. Never again shall you be a small player again. Great men, you are free. Let the great one in you go free. Let the great one in you walk your streets. Let him occupy your workplace. Let the great one in you grace this planet. Watch greatness manifest in and through your life everywhere you go. If I was Jesus, I would say, don't you know you are God's? Planet Earth is no place for small players. It is a great planet by a great God, made for greatness, and that is you. May the great one that you are arise and continue to live within you for eternity. Thank you for listening. God bless you.
Well, that's all the time we had for today. I hope you have been greatly inspired. I am Charles Ngobeni, signing out on Marketplace with Charles. You can get hold of me on www.charlesngobeni.com or Instagram Charles_Ngobeni, or you can go into Facebook and click like me. I would appreciate to communicate with you. See you next time, same channel, and God bless you.